Okay, when holding auditions, what is your criteria for selecting dancers? If I'm holding a general audition, which is an audition without any particular show in mind, in other words, if I'm examining the dance scene, per
Mm-hmm.
se, for future kind of thought, uh, then I'm really going after technique and appearance and build. What a lot of dancers don't realize is that you can't appear well on stage unless you have a good dancer's body, and dancers who are fighting that kind of thing would be wise to look elsewhere in their career because they may become a brilliant technician and they're going to fight that all their lives
Mm-hmm.
because most shows, you're not only auditioning for the choreographer who is there at the time looking at your dance technique. You're auditioning for maybe a producer or somebody like that who has money in the show and is not the least bit interested in technique. That's your problem. He's interested in what the person's going to look like in his show, and he's just liable to say, and I'm being quite brutal now, I'm sorry, but, we can't have her. She's got a terrible face, or her teeth aren't good, or she's too fat, or something like that. It's really very hard for dancers. Now,
What
when
about
you
technique? Are you looking mainly for ballet training?
No, ballet and tap and jazz, an all-rounded technique. So and a person who is very musical, if they can't work to the music or they have no really keen musical instinct, then you're going to have problems when you put them in a show because you're working on, in show music, very syncopated beats and odd phrases and things like that. Then when you come to an audition which is for a specific show, it depends on what you want. For instance, in a recent show I've done, Fauntleroy, I know that they're going to perform a very elegant waltz in Dorincourt Castle. So I'm looking for quite tall dancers with a great deal of grace and a great deal of poise. So you look specifically for that kind of thing. And you're not going to look for short dancers at all. They also, in that show, have to perform a big 4th of July parade. So you know that if somebody is going to dance the Statue of Liberty, she has to be very statuesque and have the right kind of carriage. The Irish cop has to be a good tap dancer, so you're looking for that kind of a dancer. The boys who dance the Spirit of 76, again, tall.
Mm-hmm.
And with again an all-round technique. They have to be able to do ballet, they have to be able to do jazz, and they have to be able to tap. That's the most important thing for any dancer, is to be very versatile. Now, you come to a show like Anne of Green Gables. If I'm only doing Anne and nothing else, then I'm looking for dancers who have that kind of effervescent look. They have to play children, so they have to be very young looking, and they have to be quite short, because they're going to be playing on stage with a girl who preferably is 5 foot tall, who's playing Anne, and the girl playing Diana is going to be 5 foot tall. So you want them really in that age range. It can vary a little wee bit. So it's a question of what you're auditioning for and what the types are. And unfortunately, the dancer auditioning doesn't know that. They merely come in and think, I'm here because I dance well. But another very important thing looking at an audition is that you're not deceived by the type of clothes they audition in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they come in to do jazz and they're wearing a straight classroom balletic ensemble and ballet shoes, they're not going to do it as well as the girl who comes in a very sharp kind of jazz outfit and dances in the right kind of shoe. That's important. Or if they try to tap dance in a ballet shoe, then you know they have no tap training. I mean, there's 100 little giveaways.
Yeah.
But the thing is to be prepared, and also be prepared with some kind of variation in each department. Because the choreographer may say, I would like to see something that you do yourself. Sometimes that's a good way to audition, because the person is confident in that, and they usually have put in all the things they do well. And if they're able to sing a song, all the better, because they're going to have to sing in the show anyway. Does that give you a rough idea of auditions?